I'm Charlotte Cottrell and today we're in my kitchen. I'm going to be making keto pasta. So the channel name is Debbie's Back Porch and her video title is Real Pasta but Keto. Carbquik. Carbquik, if you've never heard of it, it's basically a keto Bisquick. Now, a lot of people won't have it because it has wheat. This recipe also has gluten, so if you're gluten-free, this is going to be a no-go for you. But none of that matters except the cooking. This is my first time ever doing, I can tell that this is going to be an issue. You and me, we gonna fight. I have, been fancy enough to parcel out all of my ingredients into little mismatched bowls, including my toddler bowls. Everything's fine. Okay. I've already got flour on me somehow. That's exciting. She says, sift together dry ingredients except flour in large flour. Oh, I forgot my flour. I forgot something already. 1 tablespoon flour. Gotta do like your grandma taught you. I like Debbie's kitchen, back porch kitchen. Backdoor kitchen. That sounds like a really sketchy restaurant. Debbie's backdoor kitchen. So it's like going if your grandma had a YouTube channel. I really like it. Which is not to say that you're old, Debbie, if you ever see this, just that you remind me of my grandma. Which I mean in the best way possible. And you sift together. This is not gonna end well. I'll tell you that right now. I'm going for a second clean bowl. I'm gonna sift it first and then put it into the food processor. This is not sifting very well. I can see why it says large bowl. I'm getting flour everywhere. Okay. We're getting a bigger bowl. Get out of there. How am I already covered in flour? What? This is why you wear aprons. But I tried to put on an apron and it made my collar do something weird and I was like, everyone's gonna think I'm lame. Is this how you sift? I confess, I don't really sift very often, so I don't really know what the proper technique is. This is like super not working. Or is it? Sort of. Because sifting does not work. Sifting is useless. Alright. You're going in the food processor and I'm gonna get a funnel because I feel like that could be useful here since I have the world's tiniest food processor. Hold on, hold the phone. I'm coming. Gotta climb up on the counter. I just saw a funnel in here the other day because I thought, that's funnel. I didn't know I had a funnel. Is this just like very large sifting? Is it clogged? It was clogged. Okay, it's fine. We're gonna just do it the old-fashioned way and spill it everywhere. Oh, saints preserve us. The thing that you should know about me is that I am a very messy cook. You know that scene in Ratatouille when what's-her-face is all to the guy? What's his name? Whatever, doesn't matter. The redheaded guy, that's the rat's friend, and she's all, keep your station clean or I will kill you.
Keep your station clear or I will kill you.
Like, I would just be like, bro, I'm dead. Oh, no. Here's the vital wheat gluten, and then you turn it on. I confess I have never used this before. I haven't even tested really if it works, which may have been a mistake. Technical difficulties. We have liftoff or something. I was about to turn into a vlog where we go to Walmart and buy a new food processor. But I tried the sifting and I refuse. Okay, I can't work under those conditions. again. I have already taken the liberty of mixing my eggs at an earlier date. Add our eggs, add in oil. I'm going to say that's good enough. So, a lined surface, you say? Well. I did not prepare a lined surface, but fear not, because I have parchment paper, somewhere. And resistance is futile, Crumbs. You will be assimilated. Ah! Everything's fine. Just gonna check up things under the hood. I'm gonna call that my rounded dome / disc. I'm gonna call that a day. All right, 15 to 20 minutes. I will see you back here. So, ta-da, and knead it. Stop that. Stay. I need one of those silicone mat things. You'll know when the gluten is developed when you press down on it a bit and it comes back a little, seems elastic. I see what she means. Look, watch this. Watch. Did you see it? It kind of came back. Watch. That seems elastic to me. We'll be back in 15 minutes. All right, it's been 15 minutes. All right, we ended up with 7 little triangles. So then you're supposed to knead them. Okay, these are kneaded. So I've never made pasta before, but I assume that you just put it in there. Oh, something's happening. This is not going like I thought it was gonna go. How do you do this? Was this a waste of my money? Probably. I want long noodles. You know, like noodles. You can do it, little machine. I bought this fun pasta doohickey dryer thing. I don't know. Alright, I'm going to cut it off here. I just don't want to press our luck. Okay. You have to put them on the drying rack. This is not working. Hey, that one kind of worked. I think this is sort of working now. There's clearly a steep learning curve. I'm going to try passing this through our spaghetti. Ooh. So I guess you kind of gotta pull it apart. That seems like a lot of work if you're supposed to pull it apart. Dare I leave it just as is? These weird 3-strand. Is it like when it boils, will it break apart? I just invented a new kind of pasta. 2 strands of angel hair. This is gonna take forever. Reminds me of pulling apart a fruit roll-up. So I finally have one long fettuccine noodle. I'm very proud of the pasta we have so far. Alright, well, that only took me like over an hour. But now I have to put it in the fridge, leave it overnight, and then I will be back tomorrow to cook it, add my sauces, and do a taste test.
Sleep tight, spaghetti. Be tasty in the morning.
Look, I look like I have white alien irises. Number one, I wanted to film a conclusion because conclusions are important when you do a video this random. My camera angle was not great during my initial taste test. I will try and insert any pictures or clips that make it in post. Whoa. They remind me of egg noodles, but basically you were just looking at the top of my bun the entire time that I was tasting, which is really awkward. So, taste-wise, it tasted like Carbquik by itself, which is not a bad taste to me personally. But when I added no sugar added pasta sauce, when I took the first bite, I actually, this is so dumb, but I actually teared up a little bit. Okay, now I'm gonna try it with some sauce. That tastes like pasta to me. And I mean, it tasted, the texture, I mean, it was like pasta. Now, it was strange having fettuccine noodles with tomato sauce, but it was still pasta. And, you know, so that initial taste was very good and exciting. And then I found that the more I ate it, and I ended up eating a quarter of what I made, the more I ate it, the more, I don't know, the more it started tasting like Carbquik. Like, the longer I ate it, the more I felt like the sauce was just not covering the taste of Carbquik, which is fine. It's keto pasta, right? Like, you're not going to get the exact same thing. You're just not. So your standards are lowered, but that is something to think about. Now, I wonder if it was something like fettuccine or like a beef tips gravy type or Alfredo sauce, I mean, and like a beef tips gravy thing, if that might be better. I'm not sure. I would be interested to experiment, but then so that was the good news. It was pasta, and when I tasted it, I was thinking, oh yeah. Ooh. I just can't believe it. I'm sort of in shock. I will definitely be making more of this. I'll be batch making this. This will be awesome. Well, okay, so I decided to take my blood sugar and everything. Okay, so before I ate, I was doing OMAD, so that was my first meal of the day. Before I ate, I took my fasting glucose and it was 97. Oh, and I also took my ketones. Okay, so fasting was 97 and my ketones at that time were 4.4. Then at the half hour mark, my blood sugar was 118 and my ketones were 3.2. This is how blind I am, y'all. If I like to see, I have to put it up here. 1 hour was 119 and my ketones at that point were 2.1. So just to finish it out, at 2 hours, I took my blood sugar and that was 128, which is a spike. And my ketones at that point were 1.9. So then at 3 hours, I took it and it was 126 and my ketones were 1.8. And finally, after 4 hours, so it's finally under 120 and my ketones are up to 2.0. What does that mean? Well, for me, that means that I will not be eating this pasta anymore, or I will be eating like a half serving and make sure that I include like a ton of fat. I wonder if the no sugar added sauce was just like a little bit too much over the edge, like if it needs to be something like Alfredo that has like a ton of fat and is fairly low in carbs. The answer is maybe one day I might come back to this because I think that it is a pasta worth making. If it's just the combination of maybe the sauce and the pasta, I'd be willing to have it with different sauces. I would recommend this recipe to try at least once if and only if you already have most everything that you need. If you already have some kind of pasta maker and you're not having to spend money on it, or maybe you already have Vital Wheat gluten from other recipes, then I would say there's no reason to not try it and see how your blood sugar and your body responds. I think that if I could eat it, it would be worth it to me. So it has been such a roller coaster, this whole video of like, when I started making it, I was so excited, and if this works, I'm gonna make it all the time. And then I started making it, and it was so difficult, and there was such a steep learning curve, and I was like, I'm never making this again, this is crazy. And then it finished up, and I took that first bite and I tested it, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna make this. Like, I'm gonna batch make it, I'm gonna freeze it, it's gonna be amazing. And then my blood sugar was high, and then I was like, I'm never eating this again. So it was a total roller coaster of emotions this whole time, but I don't know. All I can say is that you will have to try and do your own experimentation. And, you know, I hope that this video helped you learn something about whether or not you would ever want to make it or try it, or maybe helped you avoid it. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a good one. Bye, y'all. Oh, I'm an alien. Ooh.